Okay, Nexus is an amazing neighborhood being built in Gallatin, Tennessee by DR Horton and David Weekley Homes. This is such a cool neighborhood. So I just featured this last week on a different video where we talked about some of the best neighborhoods in Nashville with amazing amenities. And this is one of those neighborhoods, and it hits a really low price point for the Nashville area. And then the other really cool thing about this neighborhood is that there's also a 55+ gated section on the other side. They've got their own amenities, their own lifestyle. You're going to have commercial development here, things that you'll be able to walk to. You're also really close to the historic Gallatin downtown, and there's so many great things about this neighborhood, so you're not going to want to miss this, and you really can't beat this price anywhere in and around Nashville. So to have all of these great amenities at this price point in one of the Nashville suburbs, this is a great neighborhood. So again, Nexus in Gallatin. So we're going to get into that in just a second. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Jennifer Gramling. I'm a real estate agent here in Nashville and the surrounding area, and I just put out these videos trying to get you more familiar with Nashville. If you're thinking about moving here or relocating, this is going to be a great channel for you. So don't hesitate to reach out. You can call, text, email, however you want to get in touch, and we can get any and all of those relocating questions answered. I have people just like you every day reaching out that we're helping to move to this area and find the place that's perfect for them. So don't hesitate to reach out. And of course, subscribe, like this video if it was helpful to you. We do lots of neighborhood tours, video tours, all of that on this channel. So be sure to subscribe. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in and talk a little bit about Nexus in Gallatin. Okay, so as I said, you're going to have two separate sections here, and then there's also townhomes here as well. So we didn't talk about those kind of at the beginning. Those are being built by Ryan Homes. So those are going to be a part of that regular section. On the front side of those, you've got some townhomes right there. So if you're looking for a townhome, the price point on those is actually going to be great as well. And they're also going to share in those amenities with that regular section that's being built by DR Horton and David Weekley. So we'll talk about that first, and then we'll jump over and talk a little bit about the 55+ section. So in this main section, you're going to have townhomes. Like I said, we will look at the prices and look at some of those listings here in just a second. And then you've also got regular single family homes on that side as well. So before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the amenities. Then we're going to take a look at where it is on the map. And then we're going to take a look at some of those listings on that side. So on this side, you are going to have your own amenities. Like I said, that's going to be called the North Village Amenity Center. And in that amenity center, you're going to have the following. Okay, so on this side, your amenity center is going to be called the North Village Amenity Center. And on this side, you're going to have a 6-acre recreational facility, and that's going to be exclusively for these North Village residents. You're going to have a 4,000 square foot clubhouse with a gathering area lounge. You've got a multi-purpose room, a patio, a game room, and restrooms. And then you're going to have a combination resort lap pool, which you can see right here. That's going to have a large sun deck. You've got lots of chairs and things out here to sit out here and relax in the sun. You've got a covered breezeway and picnic area. You've got this playground, as you can see right here. And then you're going to have plenty of open space just for activities out on the lawn. You're going to have a staging area, lots of parking for food trucks and things like that. They're going to start having food trucks and things like that out here just for community events and activities, things like that. And you're going to have lots of walking trails, sidewalks, all of that in and through out here. And now, as I mentioned before, in addition to these amenities, there is a plan for a mixed-use business park to be developed right here as well. So as time goes on, those things are not built quite yet, but you will have a lot more retail and things like that right here as well. So if you're looking for a place that's walkable, and that is one thing people call me a lot, they're looking for something that's walkable to retail in a lot of these suburbs. And you'll have that in this neighborhood eventually. So right now, obviously, there's not a lot here that's walkable, but eventually that is the plan. So they will be putting in some retail. I'm guessing there will be restaurants, shopping, all of those things right here. So you'll have some things that are going to be walkable to you in the future, which is going to be really nice. And these types of neighborhoods are really in high demand. So I just foresee this as being a really big draw for resale into this area, especially as some of that commercial development starts coming in and you start seeing some of that retail in there. Okay, so that's going to be your amenities on this side, the north side. Let's take a look at where this is on the map, and then we'll take a look at some of the listings on this side. Okay, so right here is going to be where Nexus is located. You can see on this north side is going to be, again, where that North Village Amenity Center is. Down here is going to be your 55+ section. On the other side of this, West Albert Gallatin Avenue. And if I zoom out, you can see right down here is going to be where your historic downtown Gallatin is. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with this. A lot of people are more familiar with maybe the Franklin historic downtown. And this looks very similar, but on a much smaller scale. And it's really cute. I actually really like this downtown. It's really cute. So you've got access to get here really quickly. You're also going to have plenty of shopping and all of that here in this downtown Gallatin area. Now, if you zoom out, you can see to get to downtown Nashville, Nashville is going to be over here. So if you're wondering about your commute into downtown Nashville, you can see right here, it's going to take you about 35 to 45 minutes normally to get into downtown Nashville. So if that's going to be your commute, that will be to downtown Nashville. If you wanted to go to the airport, you're also looking at about 35 to 45 minutes. You just got to go kind of through this downtown area to get there, but about 35 to 45 minutes to get into the airport. And then you're also going to be about, it says 18 to 26 minutes to get into Hendersonville. You're really close to Hendersonville, which is another really great place to take advantage of. There's a lot of building and development going on in Hendersonville as well. So you've got kind of the advantage of being right next door to that. So you can take advantage of everything that's in Gallatin and everything that's in Hendersonville. And then the other great thing about being in Gallatin is that you're going to be right here on Old Hickory Lake. So this also says if you see the Cumberland River, that's also Old Hickory Lake right here in this area. So you have access to this. This is one of the best lakes in the area. So if you're into boating, fishing, water sports, all of that, you can do that here. You're also close to this Lock 4 Park, which is also very cool. This is a mountain biking area. So there's tons of mountain biking trails in here. They've also put in, actually really close to this Nexus Village, they put in a pickleball facility. So if you're into playing pickleball, there's a big pickleball facility there too that's outdoor, not indoor, but a lot of great outdoor activities to take advantage of. But this lake is a really big draw for people. Just living here, having access to a lake like this is really awesome. So if you're into water sports and those things, it's going to be really quick and easy to get over here if you wanted to come and do any of those things over here on the lake. Okay, so let's jump over and take a look at some of these listings in here right now to give you an idea of price point. So you're going to see homes kind of topping out in the 500s here, which is kind of unheard of. But you can also go all the way down. If you're looking for one of these townhomes, you can see this is listed in the 200s and super cute actually. So the one thing about Nexus is that you're going to notice too, as we drive through some of these, which we're going to do right now, that they're just a lot more modern. So a lot of homes in Tennessee are going to be a lot more traditional. You're going to have a lot more traditional finishes and things like that. So in this neighborhood, they've actually taken a lot more modern take on some of these designs. So you're going to see a little bit more clean lines and just a lot of cool different designs that you may not see in other neighborhoods right now. So again, your price points in here are going to start somewhere in the 200s, high 200s for those townhomes, topping out in those 500s, like I said. And so again, you just really can't find that price point in here. It's really tough to find. So just driving through here, I just want to give you a little bit of an idea of the aesthetic of this neighborhood. So you can kind of see what these look like as we're driving, and this just gives you a little bit of an idea. So on this north side, you're going to have more single family homes, no attached homes in this neighborhood other than those townhomes that we talked about in the beginning. These homes are going to be 3 to 5 bedrooms. You're going to have a 2-car garage typically. And then lot sizes in here are going to be typically under 1/4 of an acre. So you're not going to have a huge lot in here, but also I still feel like they are pretty generous sized lots. You still have a nice backyard in these, especially with your front load garage. You know, sometimes when you get into these smaller homes, you can get the rear load carriage garage, and so you don't get as much yard. So these with the front load garage, you've still got a nice backyard to enjoy, and some of them backing to open space, trees, things like that. So you still feel like, you know, maybe you've got a little bit more space to breathe, but you're not staring directly into your neighbor's house. So those are always great lots to get if that's something that you like. But just looking at these, that just gives you a little bit of an idea of what these houses look like and some of these lots. And then the sizes on these houses, like I said, about 3 to 5 bedrooms. Square footage in this neighborhood, you can find from around 1,700 square feet all the way up to just shy of about 3,000 square feet or so, just to give you an idea of sizes of the homes. And then let's go ahead and take a look at some of these listings so that you can kind of get an idea. Okay, so here is that townhome that we talked about, priced at $279,900. So that's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,576 square feet. It's actually a really nice size for a townhome. Right now, there's only one townhome listed in here, but you still get a little bit of green space back here, as you can see, and just some of the finishes in here. But you can see right here, just going by price, I mean, you can be as low as $369,900 right here for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, single family home, 1,600 square feet. This is going to be a great house for $369,000. I mean, there's not a lot of other places right now, I feel like, where you can buy a house for $369,000 in the Nashville area, have it be new, and be in a neighborhood like this with great amenities. And that is why I think this neighborhood is just such a great place to buy. And I do think that these values will continue to increase. They have nowhere to go but up starting at this price point. But let's keep going and looking here. You've got, you know, some 1-level homes. This one's going to be about 1,500 square feet, priced at $371,000. And then you can find anything in between. You've got this one, 2,300 square feet, priced at $429,900. This is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. And you can just click on it and see. It's just going to be some photos of the model home here, just to give you an idea. If you want more information on any of these homes, or, you know, what might be available, feel free to reach out to me. We can get any and all of those questions answered. Like I said, this one's going to be a David Weekley home, priced at $459,900. And this is going to be 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, right around 2,300 square feet. You've got a giant island here. Again, you've just got some more examples of one of their homes here. You can see this has a nice size yard here. You're backing up to a tree line, which is super nice. And then this is just showing you some of that clubhouse area as well. And then you can jump all the way up. If I go down here to the bottom, won't go through all of these, but this one's priced at $539,900, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and almost 3,000 square feet. So you're almost at 2,900 right here. Really cute house. Love the design of this. And you can just see more photos of their model of this particular floor plan here of it finished. You can see the back. You got a nice covered porch here, nice grassy yard. So that's going to be on this main side as far as these single family homes go. But you can see that there's a lot of great choices in here. And again, for this price point, really can't beat it. From the 300s to the 500s, kind of unheard of here in the Nashville area. Okay, now let's jump over and talk a little bit about the 55 plus section, which is really, really great. Again, the price points in here, we're going to drive through these houses and show you, and then we're going to talk about the amenities. But what you'll see here is the prices here again are going to be from the 300s to the 500s. Again, kind of unheard of in this area, especially with these amenities. And what you'll find is that you have even more amenities in this 55 plus section than you had on the other side, which is really very cool. If you're retired, you can go take advantage of all of these fun things to do in your own neighborhood, which is going to be great. So let's drive through these houses, talk a little bit about this. We'll look at the listings again, and then we're going to talk about the amenities on this side. So on this side, you're going to have a mixture of attached townhomes, which are going to be one level, which you'll see right here. We're driving through these so that you can take a look. They're going to look very similar to those single family homes. And this entire side is being built by D.R. Horton. So in this, you're more of like a duplex style in this attached townhome. And again, one level, like I said, and you can see right here, they've all got attached garages. And then if we flip over to the single family home section, you can see again, you've got a lot of one level homes in here and all very similar style to the other side. But again, more on that one level living, which makes it easier if you're in that 55 plus section. A lot of times you don't want to be doing stairs and things like that. But again, all of these are going to have attached garages and nice flat yards for the most part, not going to be super hilly, and lots of walking paths. There's going to be tons of walking trails through here, which we'll talk about in just a second, but lots of spaces to get out and walk, lots of things to take advantage of. This is going to be a nice, clean community, as you can see. And I think I mentioned that before, but this side is going to be gated if that's something that's important to you, but this gives you an idea of some of the style of the homes in here. Let's jump over. We'll take a look at the price points on these, and then we can talk a little more about the amenities. Okay, so you can see as we start out here on the lower end, you're going to be priced at $333 in this 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,472 square foot attached townhouse. And you can see we already drove through these so that you can see. But again, these photos, if you just jump into the MLS, and I can send you a list of all of these as well, but this gives you an idea of what some of those finishes can look like in these homes. So they're actually really cute and modern. Again, you've got a covered porch back here, and you're going to have a nice grassy area yard, even with your townhome. We've got another townhouse listed here, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet again, priced at $355. You've got this one that's going to be priced at $361. And then you jump into your single family homes, again, still starting in the 300s. This one's priced at $378. It's going to be about the same size as that townhome, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,550 square feet, but you're not going to share a wall there. And you can see again some of these finishes, and you will have plenty of choices as you design these, or you can buy something that's already underway. You've got this one priced at $389.9, so you're going to be a little bit larger here, 1,700 square feet. This one, you're back at 1,500, and then jumping up into some of these larger homes, you've got 1,800 square feet here, 1,796 square feet, 3 beds, 2 baths, and we'll just see you've got, just some example photos of one of their models. Again, you've got nice wide hallways and things like that, and again, really nice kitchens, and again, you can do, screen porches and things like that. So this kind of gives you an idea of those price points, but again, starting in those mid 300s, going all the way up to the 500s on this side. Okay, now as we drive through, you can see that the Freedom Amenity Center, it's still under construction. They're still building this right now, but what you're gonna have here is a 13-acre rec facility. So it's gonna be quite a bit larger than the other side. You're gonna have a 10,000 square foot clubhouse here. It's gonna have a main hall, a fireplace, lounge, multi-purpose room. You're gonna have a fitness center. They're gonna have yoga, aerobics, and then they're gonna have a large patio. They're gonna have restrooms here. There's gonna be a covered breezeway and an outdoor picnic area. And then again, you're gonna have a combination lap pool, resort style pool that's gonna have beach entry and a large sun deck. And then you're going to start having more things that you don't have on that other side. You're going to have 8 pickleball courts, 2 tennis courts, 2 bocce ball courts, and then you're going to have a really extensive trail system on this side for getting out, walking, biking, whatever you want to do, walking your dogs. There's going to be tons of room to get out and walk and bike and take advantage of the outdoor. Again, you're going to have lots of green space here, lots of things to enjoy like that. So once this side gets completed, it's going to be amazing. It's already underway. You can see that the pickleball courts are already almost completed. A lot of it's been built out. So once you kind of get to this point in construction, you're getting really close to the end. It really starts moving quickly. So it won't be long until these are finished. So if you're thinking about buying in here, hopefully if you're building from scratch, maybe these will be done by the time you're ready to move in, which would be really nice. But both sides of this neighborhood have a lot of really wonderful things going for them. And the cool thing is I do have a lot of people who are moving here from out of town that they, like the kids are moving here, and then the parents are also moving here looking for a 55 plus section. So if that's you, this could be a great solution for you. If you want to be in the regular section, you can, and have your parents kind of on the other side. And then it's just easy to go back and forth and visit and things like that. So those are just things to think about, if you're looking for a great 55 plus section, because sometimes some of those other 55 plus neighborhoods might be located a little bit farther away than where you're wanting to live. And so having everybody close by for family gatherings and things could be really, really nice. So just something to keep in mind. And again, having both of these walkable to retail in the future is going to be a really nice selling point as well. And if you're just, not wanting to travel far to get to some of these things in the future, that's going to be really nice too. But NEXUS in Gallatin, this is a fantastic neighborhood. Can't say enough about it, especially if you're wanting to be in this $300,000 to $500,000 price point. This is a real win and a great place to be. Gallatin has a lot of great things going for it. Really nice being close to the lake. So just a lot of really great things to say about this area. So again, if you have questions at all about moving here or relocating, especially to this area, don't hesitate to reach out. You can call, text, email, however you want to get in touch, and we can get any and all of those questions answered. Happy to answer whatever questions about this or any other neighborhoods that you might be interested in the area. So again, all my contact information is in the description, Calendly link there. If you want to book a time to talk directly with me, you can do that as well. Look forward to talking to you. So be sure to subscribe. We've got a lot more content coming out soon. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next video.